welcome to the season premiere of Newark Schools Now. I'm Anissa Smith.
And I'm Brian Bomer. That's right, Anissa. We are back for another school year to bring you stories about Newark City schools.
This month, we'll take a look at some after-school adventures from across the district. Brian here will tell us about the 5K run and much more.
But first, to start off the show, you had a chance to attend a special presentation about bullying with NBC4 anchor Cabot Rea, who recently visited the high school.
Recently, NBC4 news anchor Cabot Rea spoke to Newark High School freshmen and sophomores about bullying.
Never felt like you were bullied or harassed, either verbally or emotionally, on cyberspace, whatever.
During the presentation, Rea talked about his personal experiences during his 8th grade year.
When I was in 8th grade, I was riding home on a crowded school bus, and there were these two guys that were fiddling around with this poor gal who was a little different. She was a little slower. She wore these strange dresses. She had a long skirt on, and they were teasing her relentlessly.
He spoke about the damages of bullying and the effect it has on teenagers. In Rea's unique role as a reporter, he sees many examples of the effects of cyberbullying.
It can make people feel so horrible about themselves. And with the cyberbullying element now on Facebook and Twitter, it's only made it worse because now kids can't go home and be safe. They go home and they read it, and so does everyone else.
Local music artist Doe pumped up the crowd with his performances, which he hopes will help with the battle against bullying.
Motivate to do better with my music and, just putting a positive message out there. With the updated beats and catchy hooks, I can definitely grab the attention of the youth.
Newark High School students seem to agree with the message.
It's just wrong to bully anyone. I think he did a good job. I guess everyone got the message. People just need to actually listen and do what he says.
Hopefully today, Cabot Rea opened the eyes of freshman and sophomore students on the issues of bullying. From Newark Schools Now, I'm Anissa Smith.
Wow, what a great life lesson we learned. Nice job, Anissa.
Thanks. For the second year in a row, the high school hosted a day solely dedicated to the freshmen. Caitlin Wilson has more on the special day.
For the second year in a row, the Freshman Focus Day kickstarted the school year. Freshmen gathered in the Commons to begin their first day of high school. They had a brief orientation session and were separated into groups for a variety of activities. Freshman counselor Scott Coble said the Freshman Focus Day would help freshmen shift into their high school life.
I think the main thing is it just makes them feel a little more comfortable here at Newark High School because without the huge crowds on the first day, they're able to feel their way around campus.
In the library, upperclassmen gave freshmen tips and tricks on how to survive high school. Another one of the activities freshmen went to was in the Aux Gym. There they were introduced to a few of the many programs we offer at Newark High. In the main gym, students played a game of dodgeball to get rid of some of the stress from the day. In the hub, Mr. Fullen told the freshmen about some of our rules at Newark High School.
We have a lot of good mentors, and it's always a good thing to help out. People often forget what it was like to be a freshman.
The most memorable thing of all, though, was when the freshmen signed a poster with their graduation year and took their school pictures. All in all, it looks like the freshmen had a great day at the Freshman Focus Day.
I kind of liked walking around and signing up for different stuff.
Yeah, it's very helpful that all the freshmen get to be here at once.
For Newark Schools Now, I'm Caitlin Wilson.
What a great way to welcome all those new students.
The district has always offered extracurricular activities to students to participate in. Rashonda Black tells us about one such extracurricular adventure.
Newark City schools have kicked off the school year with a few things in mind.
Drawing your pictures instead of answering questions.
Our schools like Cherry Valley, Wilson, and Heritage have been participating in an activity called After School Adventures. After School Adventures is a program to help students to achieve in everyday life skills. There are many different activities that the students are going to be able to participate in.
Well, we'd like to take our kids on some field trips to get them out and experience other environments. So far this year we have picked apples. We are headed to the Buxton Inn in Granville at the end of October for a Halloween tour because it's supposed to be a haunted historic building in Granville. We're heading to Velvet Ice Cream in Utica. They're actually going to tour that facility. And of course the kids' favorite part is getting free ice cream.
Layla Abreu couldn't agree more.
I like the program because I have a bunch of friends and we go do fun stuff like field trips.
Adam Evans thinks that the program has a great curricular aspect.
I think they enjoy everything about it. I think they really enjoy getting to go out and see Newark because it's kind of something that they don't always get to do or their parents don't always have time to do with them. Plus the fact that they actually get help with their homework and we're right here, we're teaching them so they can just come right to us. We go through after school, we'll help them with that. They're improving their reading ability. They're getting some extra activity after school with the classmates that they may not get activity with during school, so we can go out and play sports, and then again, getting to go through and like tour the apple orchard, getting to go to Dolls Arboretum and a couple other places. I think they'll really enjoy it.
Ada News thinks of the program a little differently.
Well, I like the cooking and stuff because like I always cook at home and for my mom and dad.
This program is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Education.
Well, for the program, it's funded by the Ohio Department of Education, and so it's a 21st Century grant that we get. So we're funded for 5 years. We apply and get the funding for up to 5 years. Right now, we're in our second year.
Seems like the students are having fun. For Newark Schools Now, I'm Rashonda Black.
It looks like they're having so much fun.
Speaking of fun, at Ben Franklin, students were invited to walk or ride bikes to school with staff members. Miranda West had a chance to witness the fun firsthand.
On Thursday, September 19th, Ben Franklin students started out their morning participating in the annual Walk and Bike to School Day, where kids, parents, and teachers alike come together to join in a fun and physical activity.
We started this as a promotion through the Newark City, and we felt it was very important to get our kids involved in walking as for their physical fitness, and also as a family unit to walk together and encourage that as a family, and that this could be a lifelong activity for them for their benefits their health. And here at school we also do a walking club, and we walk in the fall and in the spring for 6 weeks at each time to promote wellness and fitness.
The students met at the corner of Edgemont and Isabella at 10:20 with their bags and bikes ready to go. The Walk and Bike to School Day takes place on a late arrival day for the district each year and provides the kids from Ben Franklin an opportunity to connect with adults outside of the school environment.
I think that these days provide the parents and the teachers opportunities to talk off school property, so maybe they can get to know each other a little bit better, but also reflect about their children. And we all get to do something where we're achieving one goal and moving in the same direction. And I think that unites us all as a learning community.
Ben Franklin's September 19th event was advertised greatly as teachers, parents, and students walked with the Walk and Bike to School banner for the 0.2 miles from start to finish. The chances of this being continued in the future are very likely, as its popularity seems to be increasing with each year.
Today we had 74 students participate, which is about triple from where we started a year ago, and 16 parents participated and 7 staff members.
I felt it went good. I like to walk with a bunch of people so you know where you're going, so you don't get lost.
With Newark Schools Now, I'm Miranda West.
Looks like quite the workout.
Phew, you thought that was tiring. Try a 5K run to support the Newark Athletic Boosters. We are here today at the 5K run, where all proceeds will support the Newark Athletic Boosters. Newark Boosters 5K run was recently held at OSU Newark campus. Each runner paid $25 to run in the race. The race was open to anyone who wanted to run. This included teachers, parents, and athletes.
The 5K race, our basketball coach asked us to run it, but I feel like even if you wouldn't ask me, I still like to run it. It's a fun thing to run in.
Some people took the race seriously. Others were just there for the fun. The money that was raised for the boosters would offset transportation costs.
I'm running to support the boosters. Me too. Went to Newark Schools, so back to support them.
The race ended at Evans Complex. For Newark Schools Now, I'm Brian Bomer.
Glad you survived.
The Athletic Boosters also sponsored breast cancer awareness programs through several sporting events.
Here's Dan with more.
The boys soccer team donned special t-shirts during pre-game warm-ups and pink socks during their game at their breast cancer awareness night. The soccer parents helped organize the evening.
The Newark Soccer Parents Club, we just wanted to have an evening to show our support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is October. We did fundraiser for selling t-shirts, I'm actually wearing. The boys all wore the gray shirts for their warm-ups, and they're wearing pink socks to show their support. We are having fundraisers this evening. We launched off balloons at halftime. We had 100 pink balloons to launch off in memory of those who have lost their battle with cancer and in honor of those who are still fighting and are survivors of breast cancer. We also have been selling pink ribbons for $1 donation, and we also had a hot apple cider and pink ribbon cookies that were donated by Rusty and Sheila Oswald in memory of Rusty's mom. Just a nice evening to come together and show our support for those in the community that have fought their battle against breast cancer.
When the football team took on Grove City, they also made the night special with the crowd decked out in pink. Athletic Director Jeff Quackenbush says that while the event is still relatively new, it is turning into a tradition.
Well, for the game on Friday night against Grove City, we have been selling t-shirts, which we are handing out on Wednesday to raise money. We also will be selling balloons. We will have the band always marches down, so we have a parade before every home game. We're asking all breast cancer survivors, their families, friends to march down with the band.
Just as was done at the soccer game, the crowd let off balloons. The field was also painted with a pink and white N in the middle of the field, and the 20-yard lines had a pink ribbon. The end zone was also painted as a pink checkerboard. Newark Breast Cancer Night will continue to be a tradition for Newark athletics. Almost everybody was in pink. With Newark Schools Now, I'm Dan Strong.
Ben Franklin recently hosted a Math and Science Night. Here's our own math and science wizard, Megan, with more.
Ben Franklin Elementary recently held the first of several family math and science nights planned for this school year.
I think tonight was a true success. We had over 28 families here, and it's the first time we've done Math and Science Family Night, and I was just so pleased. I think they had a great time.
The purpose of Math and Science Night is to help students practice useful math and science skills, as well as bond with their families and teachers. The students rotated to 4 different stations. Each station is designed to help build on an important math or science skill.
The students gain some strategies to do some math at home, and parents can help them. We have a hard time getting kids to learn math facts. So the egg carton and the math triangles are good things that parents can do at home with their kids.
The night featured several activities that were not only fun, but very educational. These activities help strengthen the math and science skills of students.
Tonight I hope that they took away some skills that are foundational for math. We really focused on number sense today, so hopefully they're practicing those math facts at home and number recognition. And we focused on the scientific method for the science stations.
For Newark Schools Now, I'm Megan Lewis.
I feel smarter already.
Feel like donating to a good cause but aren't sure where to start? How about the Red Cross? Here's Allison with more on the blood drive.
Here today at Newark High School, students are donating blood for those in need.
The Sophomore Student Council held a blood drive with the help of the American Red Cross at Newark High School.
You get to do volunteer work and you get to help out your community.
The blood drive was held on Friday, September 27th in the auxiliary gym where many students gave blood.
That it could help people and save lives.
The mission of the American Red Cross is to prevent human suffering in the face of emergencies. They support members of the military and their families, and they help people affected by disasters. For Newark Schools Now, I'm Allison Cardinal.
I had no idea so much good could come from the blood drive.
Heritage Middle School is hosting free spaghetti dinners for parents to learn about many Licking County programs. Here's Max Kuhns to serve up the details.
Tonight, the Heritage staff are serving up a delicious spaghetti dinner in appreciation for the parents' support. From 6 to 7:30, parents and students were welcomed with a free spaghetti dinner and special guests from the Licking County Coalition of Housing.
The goal for tonight's event, we do a parent night each month, starting, this was our first one, and it's just to help our community families get acclimated with our community agencies, because we have a lot of community agencies to offer in Newark, and a lot of families don't know about them.
Students and parents who attended the event had a great time and loved the free food.
One that will benefit, I would say, most families, or a huge percentage of the families in the district, is VITA, which is Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. It's where we can prepare your taxes for free. We can prepare them and e-file them and save all the costs associated with commercial preparation, which is anywhere from $300 to $600, depending on what your situation is.
Events like this one are held every month at Heritage Middle School.
Next month will be United Way. They'll come in, Goodwill, Good Guides, Pathways Central America, and then just a lot of different agencies from there.
If you are interested in more information about events like this one, go to www.newarkcityschools.org. For Newark Schools Now, I'm Max Kuhns.
And now to wrap up our show, here's Caitlin Wilson to tell us about a father-daughter dance held at Newark High School.
Nothing could be more fun for a little girl than to dance the night away with her father. That's just what took place at Newark High School as Newark Youth Softball hosted a daddy-daughter dance to help raise money. The event was held in the Newark High School Auxiliary Gym, and those who attended clearly had a good time.
How are you enjoying tonight? I'm loving it. Are you enjoying all the music?
The music really got the girls and their fathers up and moving as some of the more popular music played. The photo session made the night complete as the girls took their photos with their fathers or with a group of friends. Proceeds from the event will be given to the youth softball to help pay for things like uniforms and field care. Mark Kryling, a teacher at Newark High School and softball coach, said that the night was a success for the area youth softball.
It's really a fundraiser for our youth softball league, but also a chance for fathers and daughters to have a good night together and have fun.
Needless to say, the girls had a wonderful night dancing with their fathers. The dance was a success and raised money for the Newark Youth Softball.
It looks like all the girls are having a great time at the dance tonight. For Newark Schools Now, I'm Caitlin Wilson.
That looks like it was a lot of fun. Hopefully it raised a lot of money.
Well, that brings us to the end of this month's show.
Don't forget to look for up-to-date information on the school district's Twitter feed, Facebook page, and YouTube channel.
Join us again next month for another look at your school district on Newark Schools Now.